Hi, I'm Sarah with the Hobby Lobby Creative Studio. Welcome to our Sew This Bedroom series. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super cute, simple rug that will tie your decor together all the way down to the floor. Check out our printable for a list of everything you'll need to make a rug like this one. So let's get started. For a more durable rug, try to choose a fabric that's a little bit thicker and stiffer than most basic fabrics. I'm using this nice, heavier weight duck cloth. I used a rotary cutter and mat to cut out a 30-inch by 42-inch piece of fabric. Starting with this size allows for 3-inch hems on all my sides. If you need help using these tools to cut out your fabric, refer to our rotary cutter and cutting mat video. Now, I've already pressed my fabric, so I'm ready to go. I want to start by prepping the edges to keep them from fraying. To do that, I'm going to sew a tight zigzag stitch around all 4 raw edges. If you have a serger, you could also serge around the edges instead. Once you've got all 4 edges zigzagged, just trim off any loose threads and we'll start prepping for the hems. Begin by laying your fabric face down on your ironing board. Start with one of the long sides and fold it up 3 inches. Check the measurement on a seam gauge, then press and pin along the 3-inch fold as you go. Repeat this on the other long edge. Fold up 3 inches, press, and pin into place. Then you're ready for the other 2 shorter sides and the corners. Now, with one of the short edges facing you, fold the right corner up like this so you have a 45-degree angle. Give it a good press with the iron to make sure you have a neat, crisp fold. Repeat this step for the left corner, turning the corner up the same way and pressing it in place. Now that you have both corners angled in, fold the entire edge up to 3 inches, checking with the seam gauge as you did before, then pressing and pinning as you go along the edge. This should give you nice 45-degree mitered corners. Repeat this for your other short end and you're ready to finish out your rug. Before you sew, make sure to set your machine back to a straight stitch setting. Now let's sew. With our rug still face down, and starting at the upper right corner, begin sewing just to the right of the zigzag stitches. Don't forget to backstitch at the beginning to secure those first few stitches. Continue sewing along the entire edge, keeping your needle just to the right of the zigzag stitches. Make sure and remove the pins as you go along. You don't want to break your needle from running over a pin. When you get to a corner, leave your needle down in the fabric, raise your presser foot, pivot your fabric, lower the foot, and keep going. When you get all the way back around, end with a backstitch, and that's it for the sewing. Now that you're done sewing, repress all of your hems and corners down nice and flat. Add a little bit of fabric adhesive to the underside of each of the mitered corners, then press them flat together. Here's a quick tip. If you will be using this rug on wood, tile, or other slick surfaces, it's a good idea to add a non-slip backer, which will help give your rug some stability. I just trimmed mine a little smaller than the rug, then hand tacked it at the corners so the layers stay together. Hand tacking also makes it easy to remove the non-slip backer so I can toss my rug in the wash. Then I can tack my backer back on once it's clean. Now you have a one-of-a-kind, totally customized rug. Use this same rug making method to change up the personality of any room in your house. Be sure to check out our other videos in our Sew This Bedroom series for more project ideas and inspiration. Well, that's all for today, guys. I'll see you next time here at the Hobby Lobby Creative Studio.